Hi guys, it's Kristen here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever experienced swollen ankles, feet, or even lower legs after you've been hiking for a while? I certainly have, and it sucks. It usually lasts for a whole day, sometimes more than a day, sometimes up to 3 days, and I hate it. It doesn't feel good. It's ugly. I'm self-conscious about it. So I'm asking you, have you ever experienced that? But did you guys know that there is actually something you can do about it? You can minimize that swelling. Swelling is a natural phenomenon. It's going to happen, but you can minimize it. You can make that swelling go away a lot faster. It's called peripheral edema. And this is where gravity has increased pooling in your lower extremities. And this is caused by effort. You worked hard hiking. It could be aggravated by heat, hot days. So it is also aggravated by lack of hydration, especially if you're lacking electrolytes. If you think about it, when you're backpacking, you're really putting some effort in, pushing those legs hard. So if you're backpacking long distance or your backpack's kind of heavy, you're more likely to have swollen ankles and feet and lower legs. If you are climbing a hard mountain, again, you will be more than likely to experience the swelling than if you were just going to do a little easy day hike. Said there's something you can do about it, and that is elevating your legs above your heart for several minutes, maybe even up to 20 minutes. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll take a yoga approach. Taking a yoga approach, you would want a space somewhere in your house. Maybe you have a yoga mat, maybe you don't. You don't need a yoga mat, but I would recommend a soft surface. So carpet is fine. You will want a clean wall. So with that, I will take this off, and now I have a clean wall. I'm just going to place this over here out of the way. And then all you need is a couple blankets, some sort of strap, whether it's a yoga strap or a belt from your pants or your robe. If you don't have that, a very, very loose resistance band, which has a lot of stretchy, and like I said, a couple blankets. These are yoga blankets. These happen to be Manduka brand, but there's other brands out there, so you don't have to use Manduka brand. What we're gonna do is fold this in half. And the easy way to remember this is think short side to short side. So folding short side to short side. And then a second fold, short side to short side. And then a third fold, short side to short side. And now we're going to change up our folding. We're going to go long side to long side. So your blanket should look like this. I'm going to do the same to the other blanket. Both blankets are now folded, and I've stacked them on top of each other. You're going to place the blankets close to the wall, but notice I have space here. So let's go a foot. That's easy math, a foot. Then have your strap or whatever you're going to use for your legs close by. We will take a side approach. So just sit like this. The wall's right here. Going to do a little swivel with the legs up. So swivel. And then bring your legs up the wall. Now you'll notice right now my hips are on the blanket, but I actually want to put the hips closer to the wall. So just wiggle into it and let your hips fall down. Now, if you're short like me, 2 blankets may be too much. If you're taller, 2 blankets are going to be perfect. So I'm going to remove one of the blankets because it's too much for me being petite. Feel free to place an eye pillow upon your eyes or even a soft towel. That will help you relax. Settling in. Whether you're using 1 blanket or 2 blankets, settling in. Allowing gravity to be your friend. Allowing your body to become heavy into the mat or the carpet and the blankets. The props have you. They are 100% supporting you. As you start to settle, and again, if you need to shift a little bit, let comfort be your guide. Bring your awareness to your breath. Allow your breath to be easy and deep. Easy, deep breaths. Your mind focuses in on the breath as you are breathing. You know that you're breathing in when you're breathing in. Your mind knows that you're breathing out when you're breathing out. This is a mind-body connection. Gently shift your awareness from your breath, your easy, deep breaths that you've been doing, to your legs, to your feet, and start to bend the knees and walk your feet down the wall. And they're just a little bit down the wall, whatever's comfortable for you. Take your hands and find what you were using to hold your legs together, whether that's a strap or a loose resistance band. But go ahead and just take that off and just move that out of your way. You might put your soles of your feet together and find a gentle butterfly pose. Give yourselves a few moments here. You're still easy, deep breaths are still happening. And then when you're ready, go ahead and just put the soles of the feet back on the wall. And then extend an arm out to your side. This is the side that you're going to roll onto. And just walk your feet. And if you have an eye pillow, you can remove that or hold on to it as you start to transition to your side. Go ahead and remove that. Support your head. And then gently, with the palms of your hands, start to push yourself up. And then find a seat in your space, whether that's yoga mat or carpet. And that's all there is to it. Your ankles and legs and feet will thank you. If you need to do that a couple times, it's a very relaxing pose as you just experienced. And it's one of the best things you can do for swollen ankles, legs, and feet after strenuous hiking or backpacking. So with that being said, the spirit in me salutes the spirit in each one of you. Namaste.